My name is Valentino Stella. If you want the full Italian pronunciation, it's Valentino Giovanni Antonio Stella. Probably my major effort has been in the area of formulating cancer drugs. We came into existence in '67 when Professor Takeru Higuchi moved down from the University of Wisconsin as a Regents Distinguished Professor. TAC not only established a world-class organization in terms of the academic side, but also he was instrumental in starting a number of companies here in Lawrence. And so not only did he bring top quality academic, but also essentially taught the University of Kansas the good marriage that can occur between academic research and startup of companies. We've grown into probably the premier Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry in the world. I would say by anybody's rank, we would be in the top 5, and most of us believe would be number 1. Ultimately, you have a raw chemical. And that raw chemical, even though it may be active at the molecular level, it ultimately cannot be tested effectively unless you can formulate it in some sort of delivery system. So the pharmaceutical chemist or pharmaceutical chemistry is involved with the delivery aspects. How do you convert this raw chemical into something that can be injected into the patient, swallowed orally, and be well absorbed? We've had this contract with the National Cancer Institute. I've been managing it for the last 25, 26 years. And we're very proud of the fact that a lot of the drugs that ended up in the clinic, we had a hand in formulating. In the last 50 years, there have been 19 drugs that have come out of the NCI exploratory discovery process. Of those 19 drugs that have either gone onto the market and are sold and are being used, or have gone into clinical trials, we were associated with formulating about 7 of those, and depending on how you count, we probably had a contribution in the 8th one. Today, you couldn't tell the difference between the pharmaceutical scientist and the kid that's going out to be the business major, because in our education system, not only we teach the science, but we also talk about the entrepreneurial aspect of what we do. So our students are pretty familiar with protecting their technology, the need to patenting, etc.
That's thinking ahead of what's going into the actual patient, okay?
So it's a great engine, right? You know, and it's not only an engine for the university, but it's also an engine for Lawrence Kansas and the Kansas Senate. If we come up with inventions, spin-off companies that generate royalties, that generate jobs, it feeds into society, it trickle-down effect to the local economy, it generates income when that product goes onto the market, that feeds into the engine. We have some of the best researchers in the world in the area of discovery of new drugs. Many of them are young people in medicinal chemistry and pharmaceutical chemistry and informatics, etc., that we hope to be eventually the #1 producer of new drug therapies, not just treatments, but discovery of new drugs and new drug treatments.